Walter, we're saving the best for last. We're getting down to the almost last day of Oshkosh 2025. It's been a great week. Lots of interesting news, long-awaited news. But at the same time, people are pushing through in this industry and finding ways to build mo better time and time again. What's the latest and greatest with iFly EFB?
Great question. The latest for us is this X7 Aviation Tablet. Everyone's using tablets these days to fly with, but sometimes they shut down in the heat. Sometimes they're hard to see in a bright sunlight. The X7 tablet, which is this guy right here, will never shut down in the heat. It is 2,600 nits, which is unprecedented, 4 times brighter than the average iPad. It looks the same in bright sunlight as it does in this hangar. We have people taking it out all day long to look at it, and they just come back amazed, and then they're writing a check. It's $599, so it's priced very competitively.
What kind of attributes are you adding to the app right now?
So we added a satellite view, global, worldwide satellite imagery that you can download and use in your flight plans. We've added a destination database, so now you can use the app to find your excuse to go flying. You just look for restaurants within a couple hundred miles and plan your flight there. You can post reviews, add your own destinations. It's a community-driven database of just cool places to fly, which gets back to the roots of our company. Back in 2005, we started as Adventure Pilot, which was a website with destinations. Find your excuse to fly.
There is a litany of issues out there with various kinds of conventional tablets. Heat was one of them. Powering them can be a real bear. How are you dealing with all the issues that have made standard commercial products not quite ready for aviation?
Heat and brightness are 2 big ones. Charging is another. So this has a 7.5-hour battery, but you can charge it in flight. It has a magnetic charging port, so it just snaps on. You don't have to plug it in and worry about your port getting ripped or your cable getting ripped. So yeah, we're addressing all of those issues. This really is an ideal aviation platform.
Wireless, I take it?
Wireless, yeah. You can connect wirelessly to an autopilot via Bluetooth. We have a device for that. You can connect wirelessly via Wi-Fi to all sorts of different ADS-B receivers. We support everything that will support us, the ones that aren't proprietary. And of course, you get all the traffic and TFR and weather overlays from ADS-B.
How does somebody best acclimate themselves to such a product? What facilities do you provide them in order to get up close and personal with these things and make it work the way they want to?
Another good question. We have a lot of YouTube videos that are quick tip, show you how to do things. But at its core, we tried to make this app intuitive out of the gate. So the way you would think it would work probably is the way it's going to work. So when you're flying the airplane, we want you to use your mental energy to fly the airplane, not figure out the app.
One of the other things I've noticed with a lot of the apps out there, they're trying to do way too much. How are you making sure that the basics are addressed rather than all the fancy stuff up top that everybody's paying $1 million for?
Right, and that's kind of our motto. We're trying to make the app easier to use, safer to fly. So we're one of the only EFBs that still has a nearest button, right? So you tap that and it gives you the nearest airport. You can immediately hit direct to, and all your instruments will start navigating you to that airport. We have overlays. All of our subscriptions include all of the alerting features, so obstructions, terrain, airspace, traffic. These things are automatically enabled, turned on. It's just out of the gate, ready to fly, ready to be used. It's intuitive, yeah.
How are you feeding it position data?
It'll use the internal GPS if you have one. If not, it'll use ADS-B. In fact, if you have an ADS-B, it'll bias the position to that. But it'll fail over as well. So if you lose one source, it'll switch over to the internal source automatically, or vice versa.
To folks who are looking to make a decision, what advice do you give them in regards to how to choose an app, how to acclimate to it, what kind of equipment, and how not to break the bank?
Right. First of all, we do have a 30-day trial, so anyone can try this thing for free for 30 days and make sure they like it, make sure they love it, and we think they will. Just when you first run the app, it's completely open and ready to fly without doing anything. So we want you to really be able to try the app out. For our devices, the same thing. We let you play with it for 30 days. If you change your mind for any reason, we'll take it back. No questions asked. Give them a refund, not just take it back, give them a refund. But yeah, so that's one thing. The other is make sure the app you're using, you know how to use it. And there are some of our competitors there's entire booths out here that are just their entire business model is just to try and teach you how to use those other apps. Whereas ours, it's just super easy to use out of the gate. So I think when customers play with it, they figure that out pretty quick.
How can people get more information on your product line?
iFlyEFB.com.